One of the most common immigration categories I handle are extraordinary worker categories, whether it's visas or green cards. And the thing about the extraordinary worker category is it's a category that currently policy isn't really trying to hurt. And there are a lot of different reasons for that. In fact, even President Trump's wife came to the United States originally with an extraordinary worker green card. So it would be highly hypocritical for the current administration to try to get rid of this category. The category does change, and also the way that the extraordinary worker category is judged has changed. And one thing that's interesting to me is that even though the current president's wife came under an extraordinary worker green card, there was a fair amount of negative press as to whether or not she actually really qualified. And after that negative press came out, one of the results was the category started to be being judged much harder than it had been beforehand. So it's still a category with the exact same rules and the exact same requirements. But in the past couple of years, it's a category that the government is looking at stricter, trying to make sure individuals have extraordinary ability. One thing that I found is that time and time again, I'll be contacted by researchers and professors, people with PhDs. I mean, people who actually do have extraordinary ability. I mean, one thing I found is that when someone gets a PhD, they automatically think, understandably, that they have extraordinary ability. But when it comes to judging extraordinary ability from an immigration standpoint, the Immigration Service is really just simply looking at criteria. And the criteria are fairly available online. I mean, all you have to do is type in extraordinary ability and it comes up. But generally, it's dealing with publications, it's dealing with how people are viewed in the field. Are they known in their field? Have they had leading and critical roles for organizations? You know, the big thing to consider is that if you're thinking about trying to apply for either a visa or a green card based on extraordinary ability, is the government judges extraordinary ability based on prior successes. The government, from an immigration standpoint, looks at it as the best way to determine what someone's going to do in the future is what they've already done. So, for that reason, extraordinary ability is not about the theory of what you might do in the United States, but really what you've already accomplished, and that you're just going to continue in your field.